So Henry says that we were very desperate for children. We tried a lot. We had been, checked up by thousands of doctors. We did everything, even an IVF. And for that, I also had to take a loan from the bank, but still, my wife was not getting pregnant. Now, my wife went into depression and was very worried, and her health was so bad, so I wanted to help her. So I called her sister at home. My wife's sister was my wife's twin sister. Both sisters looked exactly alike. If they are dressed in the same clothes, then it will be difficult to tell the difference. Her name is Mel. She broke up after a month of her marriage. What's more surprising is that her marriage was broke up in such a short time because she was so rude. Her husband was a nice person. I had met him once, but I never said such a thing in front of my wife because she was her sister, and then my words might seem bad to her. My wife did not care for her at all. Her sister was divorced, so she used to be alone at home. That's why I called her to stay at home. She said, "Yes, you guys needed me. That's why you called me. Otherwise, no one will ever know about me, right?" I said, "Look, everyone has their own life. They also remember their loved ones when a person is in trouble, and they are the ones who should help." She said, "Okay, that's why I'm here. But I have to live in a small house. I want my room. My ex-husband had a very big house." I started thinking in my head that if your husband had such a big house, then why did you leave him and won't stay with him? But I didn't talk about it because I didn't want any fights in the house. Eventually, she stayed in our house. Everything was fine. We were told by the doctor that we have to keep trying and don't give up. We have to make sex daily, and my wife is fed up now. She doesn't show any interest or dedication. Many people still have children after 10 years. Everything will be fine, but my wife is losing hope. My wife used to be very worried, and I used to comfort her so much. I used to bring her gifts. One time I brought her a very beautiful gift. It was a very cute dress. My wife liked it very much, but as soon as her sister saw it, she snatched it from my wife's hands and said that it is very beautiful. I am a guest in your house, so it must be for me. I want to say no, but my wife has silenced me and said, "Yes, I have brought it for you. Look how cute it is, right?" I told my wife that it is your size. How well it fits her. She said that we both sisters have the same size. She said, "I'm wearing it now." She came wearing a new dress, so my wife started complimenting her while I was not looking at her at all. I brought this dress for my wife, and I thought that my wife would look great in these clothes. She said, "You are not complimenting me. Aren't I looking good?" I said, "Yes, you are looking good," and left after that. I heard her saying to my wife, "I think he brought this gift for you, and you gave it to me." I said, No, this is not the case. He actually brought it for you." She said, "It's not like that. It was for you, but I also liked it. But it was your thing. It came to you. She was happy." And the night when we were in the bedroom, I told my wife that there was no need to do this. We would have given her another dress, and she would have been very happy with it too, right? But my wife said that it does not matter. I do not want to wear a new dress. I do not want anything in my life. I am fed up with everything. My wife had taken so much medicine that now she had a strange condition. She said that there shouldn't be light. I feel bad. Well, people suffocate in the dark. And she said that my wife used to suffocate in the light. This was also very strange in its place, but I agreed with my wife because the doctor said that the tension is very dangerous for a woman. If she takes tension, it will be very bad for her pregnancy system. There is an effect, so you have to accept what your wife is saying or demanding. I removed all the big lights from the house and installed small lights in the house. My wife said that now she is happy. There was no light in the house. Nothing was visible properly. But I didn't even stay at home all day. I used to come only at night. I said to my wife's sister that you are not very good at taking care of her sister, but she said, "Don't worry, I will take care of her very well. She is my sister." The doctor told us that you guys should not go away from each other and keep trying because both of us were suffering. That's why we used to stay in our room at night and pray every night. May God bless us with children. My wife was very religious. She used to pray daily, whereas her sister was not like her at all. One day, I overheard my wife's sister talking on the phone with someone. Maybe she had become friends with someone again, because her divorce was not long ago. and she had already made friends with someone else. I would never have her in my house if not forced. I didn't like this girl at all. She used to stay at home, but she didn't do any housework. One day, I said to my wife that my sister doesn't do any jobs. She said no, she doesn't do any jobs. Then I said that she lives alone. From where did she meet the expenses? My wife said that our father had deposited some money and his profits come. I said to her that it means she has the money. Then why didn't she bring anything for the house till today? My wife said to me, what happened to you? She didn't come here of her own free will. We have asked her to stay here. We need her. I don't dare to look at the house to do housework. She doesn't do housework, but she cooks. I didn't want to argue with my wife. So I said, okay, whatever you like. But I don't know why I was not at all happy with her coming. I felt like I'm not open in my house. I can't do romance in the house anymore. We people can't make sex anywhere. I can't sit next to her. I can't hold her hand because she used to come by today and her house was still very small. So there were only 2 bedrooms. One room was given to her and one is where we are living. I was not such a rich man. The last time the doctor gave the good news. He said that my wife's condition is better than before and maybe this time there will be hope. But when we went for our second checkup, the doctor said that there is nothing right now. We were very disappointed that the last time the doctor gave us good news. We thought everything would be fine, but it didn't happen. When I come home, I saw that my wife's sister was consoling her and my wife was crying with her head on her shoulder because there are some things that a woman can share only with a woman. Maybe she wouldn't share it with me, but she would talk openly to her sister because in the early days of our marriage, we people used to quarrel a lot because we were married in such a way that we liked each other and rebelled against the family. Then my wife began to regret why she did it because when her father left this world, when they went, they were angry with her. They said that she married a person who has nothing, he's a poor man, and where we had fixed your marriage, you broke it. That's why after today, I will never talk to you. And in that displayer, he left his world. My wife was also very sad that her father did not forgive her and did not hug her for the last time. The days started going like this. My wife's sister used to go somewhere from home and said that she was going to meet a friend. She used to talk about it openly. She didn't have any problem. My wife also said that it is good. No, if she finds someone, she will marry him. Anyway, she has been divorced once. We don't have enough time to find a good man for her if she is taking care of her own life. If so, what is her problem? One day I came back home and I saw Mill standing in the bathroom. The door of the bathroom was open and she was vomiting. I knocked lightly on the door and said, what's the matter? Your health is fine? She was shocked and said, yes, I had a bit too much breakfast. I think my health has worsened a bit. I said, come, I will take you to the doctor. She said, no, there's nothing like that. I will be fine soon. It was my duty to ask, so I asked. After that, I came to my room. I came to the room and was surprised to see that my wife was crying all over. She was saying, now I am tired and we are trying for 5 years. So far, if we had a child, she would have been 4.5 years old. She would have been playing all over the house. But we have no children. We will not have children. We should adopt a child. It is not necessary to have a child to be a parent. Many children in this world do not have parents. I never wanted to have an adopted child. I'm very much against it because that way, when that child finds out someone in life, it's a piece of shocking big news for him. And sometimes it's complicated. If you tell them the truth, then you get a strange feeling. And if you tell a lie, the truth will come out one day. But now seeing the condition of my wife, I also started thinking that maybe we should do all this. I consoled her and said that just 1 more month, and even after that, if nothing happens, we will go and get a child. My wife was very happy. She said that you are the best husband in this world. You have supported me a lot because she knew very well that the problem was inside her and not inside me. Because of this, the child cannot be born. By the way, Mill came to take care of her sister, but nowadays her condition was very bad. One day, her condition became so bad that she fainted, while standing. My wife was very worried. When we said, let us take you to the doctor, she said, no, I don't want to go to the doctor. I will be fine. We said, are you out of your mind? Why are you talking like that? Let's get to the doctor. But she started insisting that, no, I will not go to the doctor at all. I am perfectly fine with the doctor. You don't need to worry much about me. You have kept me at home for your own sake. You make me do the housework and then worry less about me. We were worried about her, and she was blaming us. And she said that my health is bad from here. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe the water in your house is not coming to me. Her health is getting bad again and again. But in the evening, she came and said sorry. My wife immediately forgave her. By the way, she was a twin, but she was 2 minutes older than my wife. And my wife was also married earlier, so she was treated like an elder sister. It was my friend's wedding to which we all had to go. I said, come on, it's good. There will be a little outing. When both the sisters got ready, I was surprised to see them. They looked exactly alike, and Millie's wearing my wife's clothes because she was at our place and she didn't bring her clothes at all. I said that you guys look very similar. When we went to the wedding, people were also surprised. They were saying, how do you know who is your wife? I said, it's not that hard. It turns out, but in reality, the two look a lot like. One day, it happened that my wife was sitting in a nearby park and she said that I want to sit for a while. I said, okay, a person should sit with himself sometime. It was only me and my wife's sister in the house. Suddenly, she became very ill and fainted. I caught her before she fell on the ground. She was in my arms and was unconscious. I picked her up and took her to the hospital because she was not in the conscious. And the doctor told me the news is very good. And that news actually took earth under my feet out. The doctor said, congratulations, she's going to be a mother. I was surprised where this is going to come from. She has no one in her life and she's not even married. How can she get pregnant? She also regained consciousness. And when I asked her, whose child are you caring for? She was surprised and she said, take me home. When we came back home, my wife was not back yet. I said, whose baby is it? Tell me. And don't tell my sister about this. She's already worried, she said. That I will not tell her. And I'm sure that you will not tell her either. Because it is nobody else's child but yours. I am going to be the mother of your child. I was surprised. And I said, what are you talking about? I didn't have any relationship with you. She said, yes, but you do have a relationship with your wife, right? I said, what are you talking about? If I'm having a relationship with my wife, how can you be pregnant? She said, you don't know whether you have your wife with you or me. I was shocked badly because I understood half of the story. She told me something that I was more surprised about. She said that I used to make my wife unconscious and go to her place to sleep at night. The idea about dimming the lights in the house, it was also me who put this in your wife's mind so that you would not recognize us two sisters. Who is your wife and who am I? I am going to be the mother of your child. What were you saying that day? This is a very useless girl. Her relationship broke up due to her fault, and now this useless girl is carrying your baby. I took revenge on you, and now I have your child. And when you tell your wife about this, she will also leave you. We were really worried. I couldn't imagine that she would do such a thing. She was blackmailing both of us. My wife was also very angry. I said, my love, I swear that I didn't do anything like this. She did all this on purpose. She was also saying that I suspected something was wrong with me, but I thought that it was because of my health. My wife finally trusted me, and she said, I'm sure you didn't do all this on purpose. No, this is her plan. She is my enemy since childhood. But then this happened when she started living with us. She said that I need a lot of money. Otherwise, I will file a case that you have attacked my honor and raped me. Tell me quickly when you are giving me money. She was staying in our house and she had done so much wrong to us. I couldn't believe how I had become such a fool. But now it was all over. But in the 7th month of her pregnancy, her condition worsened. I don't know what happened to her. The doctor said that either she will give birth normally or she will die. And we have to decide between her and her child. My wife said that you have to save her life. You saved the Mill's life, but at the right time. I don't know what direction approved that Mill left this world. Her health was very bad and her child survived and was a sweet little boy. The doctor called us and said that we could not save her mother. My wife was very sad, but maybe it was fate. She had done bad to us, so she left this world and we got a baby. The baby is called ours and we are overjoyed to have him. Maybe fate does that to her sometime. Karma hits you so hard that you are left speechless.